Good morning, it's Monday morning. It must be the 10th of February. I'm feeling really tired this morning. The oven engineer came to look at my oven this morning, but all I was told was that someone would be out between 7:15 and 10 o'clock. So of course I had to get up early just in case somebody did turn up at 7:15, and I'm not really an early riser or morning person, and just waiting basically. I hate waiting, it just makes me really anxious. It's horrible. So I didn't sleep very well, so I'm tired. He came at 8:30, which annoyingly, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have had to get up any earlier than my usual time. So that is very annoying. But he came, looked at the oven, and the good news is we are going to get it replaced. So I'm just going to wait on a phone call to find out what's happening with that. I was going to go for a run this morning, but I think I'd have felt rubbish anyway from having been so tired. Plus we've just had a bit of snow and sleet, so I definitely would not have wanted to go out running in that. So I did some yoga instead. I did a really nice gentle yoga relaxation video on the Yoga with Adrian channel, and now I'm feeling even more sleepy than ever. I'm now going to go into the sewing room and get on. I realised that I think I can have the bags finished today for the boxes, and I'm going to start looking at wrapping things. And this week the schools are off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so I don't actually have much working time this week, so probably going to be next week that the boxes will start to go out, which is really exciting. So I'm going to get on with that. May get the chance to stick on some vlogs and podcasts today to keep me company, although when I'm really tired I just prefer just to have nothing on and just sort of enjoy the peace and quiet, really. So yeah, I've wrapped up warm because it's really cold today. Oh, and I have to remember to feed my sourdough starter later on as well. I've had a look at it today. Of course it's not doing very much, but given that how cold the house is, I'm not surprised. Hopefully giving it a bit of a feed today should make things start to happen, and I think if I add water slightly warmer, that should activate something happening as well, so we'll do that later on. So I left the sourdough starter in the living room overnight, and I would say that there is not much happening. It's a bit lumpy looking. I don't think those are bubbles forming or anything. It doesn't look like much is happening underneath either. So I'm going to go and feed it now, and hopefully in the next 24 hours something might start to happen. So I'm going to now feed my sourdough starter. So this is day 2. So I've got my new jar I got yesterday, and I've given it a wash. So I'm just going to zero that. And what I need is 75 grams of the starter that I made yesterday. So there is nothing happening in here at all. There's no bubbles or anything. I'm not worried yet. Here we go, 75 grams. And then I have to add 50 grams of the rye flour, which is what I started with yesterday, and 50 grams of the plain flour. And to that I have to add 125 grams of water. Now my kettle was boiled for breakfast this morning and it's got a slight warmth to it, so I'm just going to use that because the water needed to be a bit warmer, I think. So 125 grams. There we go. And I give that a good stir. So this is day 2, so I can feel it's nice and warm already. So I'm going to go and cover that back up and pop it back in the sitting room. Don't put a jar lid on it tightly because it needs to breathe, so I'll probably just cover it up again with the cloth. I think that helped keep it, I felt like that was keeping it warm as well, just tucking it in nice and cosy. So I'll go and put that back in the sitting room. Not long back from the post office. The weather's just all over the place today. I went out and it was snowing lightly and then it got really heavy, so it was quite wet. I did take a brolly, so it wasn't too bad. Someone's found the cords on my desk. I'm just stringing up the bags. Tilly has found this one. Oh, there's one on the other side and she is
behind the little suitcase, and she's found it. There she is, she's got it.
I'm very nearly finished the bags. I think I just have one more to do. Yeah, so I was saying the weather got really wet, went in the post office, came out and it was okay, so I thought I'll go the long way round, have a wee walk, and then the sun came out, so lovely. It was only out for about a minute or so, but it was nice to see the daffodils in the sun. And the snow was coming down again by the time I got home. It's snowing pretty lightly, but the sky is just white, so I think it's kind of full, so we may get more tonight. It's not lying at all here in, well, I'm in Fife. I can't speak for the whole of Fife, but it's not lying here. The rain water, or the water was running down the hill where I walked though, so it's obviously causing a lot of water, whether it's rain or sleet or snow that's melting, and yeah, so I hope the drains can cope okay. Hi! No! 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 Right, off or on, but not messing about. Yeah, so I'm just going to carry on with the bags, and then I think I may get some wrapping started just to get ahead. I'm now watching Cherie's vlog, just catching up with that. It's really nice just to have it on beside me as I work, and the sewing machine's not on. I obviously have no oven still, so I think tonight's dinner is going to be a nice creamy mushroom pasta. Got a bit of broccoli left, so I'll throw that in. It's going to be yummy, delicious. I've just been making that a couple of times recently, and it was really good. Really enjoyed it. So I'm going to do that. My granola supply is getting dangerously low though. I need to make granola. Could probably do it in a pan, I guess. I'd rather do it in the oven though. I'm just waiting on a phone call to find out what's happening with the oven, when I'm going to get a new one. So that's kind of annoying, not knowing what's happening, but at least I'm going to get another one. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything else very interesting today that you can watch, so I'm not sure I'll speak to you again today. I have checked on my sourdough starter so many times. Oh dear, it's always this point in the afternoon I start yawning. My sourdough starter is not doing anything yet. I can't see any bubbles. I'm so impatient. Probably not the best idea to start it the same time as the snow and the cold weather comes on. I did move it to the airing cupboard thinking it would be really warm. It's not that warm in there, so I've put it back in the sitting room. If we keep the doors shut in there, it does get really cosy, so hopefully it'll do something. It's a really strange process because I only had to take out 75 grams of it today from what I made yesterday, and then you discard what's left, so it's a kind of strange process to throw that away, and that's kind of the process that I'm going to do for the next few days. So it's a bit weird throwing all that flour and stuff away, but yeah, fingers crossed something happens. Please give me some bubbles.